They don't make music like this anymore.
No, they don't. I feel like doing that. What's it called?
That's called the.
Charleston. Yeah. Thanks,
Oh,
Frank.
I thought that was the Pee-wee, the Pee-wee Herman.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle Bittner joins us. Who's in his day job, he is Martin Kilcoyne's world-class producer. Good morning, Martin. Kyle Bittner.
What's up, guys?
You're here dressed in a costume.
I am. I decided to get dressed up because I've heard you really enjoy the holiday of Halloween.
loves it.
Yes, love it. My war on Halloween continues. Is Martin and everybody back at the station dressing up?
I think some of them might.
Really?
I don't want to ruin the surprise because I don't know. Honestly.
And you are what today? What's your
I'm
costume?
a golfer that accidentally got hit in the head with a golf ball.
I love it.
It's a great costume, pretty easy. You just cut a golf ball in half and
Yes.
glue it on your head and then put some fake blood around it.
How did you cut the golf ball in half?
I started with a Sawzall, but in a vise.
Oh, I was going to say, who held it?
No, in a vise, and then it wasn't working properly, so I had to end up with a handsaw to get through.
So
the
the
rest of it.
Sawzall does not cut golf balls.
Well, no, it does, but then the vise, you have to tighten it down so much it's crushing the ball, and it's very involved. It's tough. Don't try it at home.
That's the only way you can crush a golf ball. I've seen you play golf.
Well,
And then what iron do you have here?
I think I brought a 5-iron.
5-iron.
how are you keeping the ball on your head?
Gorilla glue.
Super glue?
Super glue.
The glue that said do not have contact with your skin. I just put a bunch of it, stuck it on my
That's
head.
not going anywhere.
And is that real blood?
No.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately not.
I was confused. I thought it looked like real blood.
And this
there.
morning when I was putting on my shirt, I got the fake blood on it. My wife wasn't happy because now she thinks the shirt's ruined, which it could be.
Right.
So
Yeah.
really went all out.
It's a lovely Argyle sweater. Did you raid my closet?
And you know he loves a good
That's-
Argyle.
yeah, I was gonna
McGraw
say.
does.
Who stole my Argyle sweater? All right. So Kyle, what did you do this week?
This week, last Saturday, I dropped pumpkins out of Cessnas, or out of one Cessna. I got to drop 3 pumpkins at a Target in St. Charles, and the person closest to the target,
Yes.
the most times out of the 3, it was a point system, and then you got to win. You won the.
St. Charles allowed you to hang out in their county?
Yeah, that's why.
All right. I did. Clearly, I didn't know that, or I would have called somebody. Where was this?
This was out off of 94, I think it was, St. Charles Flying Service,
Okay.
and
94 is kind of a long road. You
Yeah.
can't narrow it down more than
the
that.
airport in the Bottoms by the river.
Oh, so you were over by Earth City, sort of back in there, kind of? Okay.
No.
A lot farther
Oh, yeah,
north.
a lot
All
farther.
right.
Like right by the Grafton Ferry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Way out there. You're up by Newtown up there. Up by
Yes,
Carney's
way
house.
up there. Way up there.
Farther north. Yeah.
So they have this every year. You can, if you're a pilot, obviously with a plane, you can bring as many people as you want. And you pay the entry fee, and then you go up and you get 3 pumpkins.
Right.
And they had a fuselage without the wings, so it was just this old plane body
Right.
that was, and then there was a circle around it. It was supposed to be 50 foot in diameter. I didn't measure it. And then you're flying next, and it's funny because it's right next to the runway. Actually, a couple stray pumpkins hit the runway.
And how high up are you?
I think we were about 500 feet when we were dropping the, and it was a lot harder than it looks.
Oh my
honestly.
goodness! Because the
What a surprise.
because the pumpkin's moving at the same speed you're moving.
Yeah, so you're dry. So the first, I tried to grab 3 same
You have
size
to-
pumpkins.
you
have
have
to kind
to-
of drop it ahead of time.
You have to lead the pumpkin.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the first one I dropped, I'm like, oh, it's going to hit way too early. And then I was like, this is going to be the best drop ever. And it just kept drifting like I had a parachute on it. Ended up going over the target long.
Because the physics of it is the pumpkin slows down as it continues to drop, right?
I would imagine.
Right, because it is no longer going forward, but it's going down. See what I'm saying? It's slowing down going forward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this is rocket science we're talking about here.
Right,
I mean,
Kelly looks...
it's not being propelled by a
I'm
plane
just
anymore.
thinking-
I see smoke coming out of your
I'm
ears,
like,
Kelly.
what?
And if you go online and look at the videos, you can watch. I had the GoPro and I stuck my head out and my upper body out and I threw it down. And you can watch the GoPro video at all the pumpkin going all the way down and hitting the ground.
All right, so you missed the first one completely.
Missed the first one, it drifted.
Yeah.
Then the second one, I thought, I really have to throw it early.
Right.
Dropped it way too early and landed like 100 yards in front of the target. So then I was really confused
Then
because
you
the
hit
second one.
some old lady who was having Cheerios at breakfast.
No, I didn't. It was close,
All
but
right.
no.
And
And
you
then
had one final
well,
try.
and I had the final one, and I didn't know if I should trust my first throw or my second throw on how to
Looking at
judge
the video
it.
Yeah.
now.
And the third one I chucked, and it was perfect, except we were too far left. But I would have hit the fuselage for distance-wise. I dropped it
So
perfectly.
basically what you're saying is it's a good thing you weren't a bombardier in World War II. or we'd all be speaking German right now.
Well, I feel the one that I would have done would have been okay. Hey, out of the 12 pumpkins that were thrown out, I did at least get one to target. I got it inside the circle once. I was the
Okay.
only person out of the 12 people or 12
right.
pumpkins
Oh,
in the
you
plane
did.
we were in.
Well, you had 12 tries.
No, I'm saying there was
Oh.
4 people threw 3 pumpkins out of this one plane, and I was the
Okay.
only one
I got-
that hit the
Yeah.
target.
It must have been a mess at the end of the day.
I left. I wasn't sticking around for that. Are you kidding?
I had to go stick a
No,
golf
I was
ball
out in the
my
middle
head.
of a field. I assume that they just, left them out there.
yeah,
I don't
okay.
think.
Let the birds get
It
them.
wasn't like you were going out there with a broom.
Did
to
anybody
sweep 'em
throw
out.
anything else? Watermelons?
Well, we
or-
also threw out some candy for the guys down there judging.
Okay.
So
that's
that way
nice.
they would
so they get hit
hopefully.
in the head with a candy bar.
Well, we warned them.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but other than that, that was all I saw. And then they had some old World War II bombers out there that they opened up and threw a bunch of them out. But again, I left before that happened.
Gotcha.
So that would have been a lot of fun. And another thing that I thought was interesting is in the plane, you're in the Cessna talking to the local, and you'd be like, all right, we're coming in for bombing run 1. And I'm like, you can't say bomb in a
I
plane. Like, what are you
know.
doing? But I guess when you're in a local airport like that, it's okay.
All right. Good. All right.
Can
What's
people still do it? Or is it
Next year. I mean,
okay.
it's once a year.
Gotcha.
So.
Okay.
Who puts it on? Is it a charity event or just a
The
total
St.
fun
Charles
deal?
Flying Service.
Oh, okay. So it's just a fun thing to.
Yeah, they had a bounce house for the kids, and it was a great day out there.
All right. Cool.
A
So
lot of fun.
Yeah.
How about that? All right. Good. What's coming up next week?
I'm debating between sword fighting and What's for Dinner is this place where they make to go. You know what I'm talking about,
No,
Kelly?
no more food. No more. You don't do well with the
It's
food.
not a
No,
food challenge. This is a way. I don't know. My wife went there for a sprinkle, which is apparently when you're having a second kid, you don't have a shower, you have a sprinkle. I don't know. And she said it was
Really?
Oh,
awesome.
really?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Your wife's on her
never
second
heard
child
that.
already?
No, my wife went to a sprinkle for someone else.
I didn't
okay.
know that.
Yeah, I don't know. It
Yeah,
sounds
it's
made
because
up to
women
me.
make up all sorts of reasons. Well, I still want a party. I'm having a second one.
Yeah, but a guy's
What do you do
made
for a third one?
Yeah.
A tinkle?
I don't know.
A tingle.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank wanted me to ask you about hot air balloon. What's up with that?
Got canceled again. It's just apparently I'm not destined. I think we've literally had it scheduled 9 times, and 2 times I had to cancel because things came up, and then 7 times the weather said we couldn't go. So we're still trying.
Hey, I meant to say this to you, and I forgot, but while you're here, something happened the other day on Martin's show that has never happened before, and I was really, really shocked by it.
Okay.
He actually made a good point.
Okay. What were we talking about?
He was talking about Governor Nixon saying, after the election, we're going to start talking about a new stadium. Like, that should be called on the carpet. Like, after the election. No, shouldn't you be talking about this before an election?
I don't want to talk about anything hard hitting in case I upset someone. So we'll just wait.
For
till
those of you who
everything-
don't want this,
Which-
don't worry. After the election, when no one's paying attention, then we're going to quietly talk about it.
yeah.
And Martin called him out on it. And I thought it was a brilliant point. And then I thought to myself, wow, I've never said that in Martin's show before.
Since we have your
Or was it Carney's show I've never said that on?
yeah.
Anyway. Kyle Bittner, have a good week. Thanks for checking in.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, we'll talk
Have a
about
happy Halloween.
happy. Yeah, my war on Halloween continues. Talk a little Mizzou football.